Naim Qassem has been appointed as Secretary General of Hezbollah. So Hezbollah has got a new leader after the murder of Sinwar, murder of Hassan Nasrallah by Israeli forces, and there was a gap of almost 1.5 months since Nasrallah was killed. So the why this delay? Because after Nasrallah, the leader would have been appointed was Safeddin, but he also got killed immediately. And after that, Hezbollah was not sure whether they should have a leader or they can keep fighting without a leader. But finally, yesterday they decided on Naim Qassem. So Naim Qassem is also a well-known figure in under Hezbollah, and his contributions are big, and he is well received by all of Hezbollah. So the war unleashed by Israel on Hezbollah in Lebanon has been continuing. And if you recall, in the 1980s, Israel occupied Lebanon for almost 17, 18 years. And then it has to come back, its army withdrew, and even then the war keeps going on. So Hezbollahs are fighting from the Lebanon side with Israel for a long time. So the question is, Israel is targeting the Hezbollah sites in Lebanon, and not only Hezbollah sites. It is bombarding Beirut. It is bombarding civilian areas, and in last more than 1 month, more than 2,500 people got killed in Lebanon alone, and millions have fled Lebanon to Syria. So the war, it seems, is not with Hezbollah, it is with civilians. Again, the propaganda machinery of Israel keeps saying that they will end the war after finishing off Hezbollah and Hamas in Gaza. But the reality is that they are wiping out populations. They are first killing people, and then making sure that the remaining people do not stay over there. They flee, and then they will occupy the place. So that is happening, you can see recently in northern Gaza. So northern Gaza has been completely devastated. Not a single building you will see has survived. Such large scale bombing has been done on northern Gaza in last 1 year, and 45,000 people got killed, and some 400,000 people have got displaced. They were living in tents after their buildings were bulldozed and people murdered. So the remaining people who survived, they were living in tents, and even that is not acceptable to Israel. So they are forcing these people to flee to South Gaza. Why? Because they will be occupying northern Gaza, and Israeli settlers will settle over there. That is the plan. It is similar to what Israel has been doing for last 75 years or over what was known as Palestine. So you see how Israel has been working inside Israel inside the Palestinian area. Before 1948, some pockets, some settlements of Jewish people were there in Palestine, and mostly it was populated by Arab people, the Palestinian people. But 1948 and the UN passed a resolution to create the state of Israel, and the people who were living there, they were forced to leave. The Arab people, the Palestinian people in those areas. So this problem has not been solved. Why UN passed that resolution, and why there was no solution for the people who were displaced. And even after that, Israel has been keep expanding and occupying more and more area of Gaza and West Bank, as well as for some time they occupied Sinai Peninsula of Egypt, and then they are controlling the Golan Heights area, which used to be part of Syria. And similarly, in the West Bank and Gaza Strip, it was more. It was those areas were bigger, but the Israeli forces forced the Palestinian people to move out and occupied a large part of the Gaza Strip as well as the West Bank. So what remains today is hardly not even 10% of what used to be the Gaza Strip area as well as the West Bank area. And even inside these areas, Israeli Jewish people live, like in West Bank, more than 400,000 Jews live, and they are considered part of Palestine, Israel, and they have voting rights, they have all the rights given to them by Israel. So, how the population of Jews grew in Israel, because before sometime like start of the 20th century, population of Jews in Palestine was less than 5 lakhs, means not even 500,000. And after that, they were asking people from around the world to come and live over there, and especially due to the World War I and World War II, the Jews were targeted in Europe and other parts of the world. So they were asked to come to their homeland, Israel, and they migrated. So there were 5 phases of migration, and so population of Israel grew, and by 1948 in Palestine their population was roughly 25% to 30%, and since then it has kept growing, the population, not because of the you can say biological growth, but due to the fact that Jews have been coming from other parts of the world and settling down in Israel, because Israel recognizes any Jews living in any part of the world to be their citizen. Like if they come, they will get immediate citizenship of Israel, but not other kind of people like the Palestinian people who were living over there. They have no citizenship rights. They have no rights on their land. They can be displaced at any time. So this is apartheid, and clearly Israel has this policy going on for a long time, and not only Palestine. They want to have Israel, greater Israel, spanning over areas of Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Jordan. So that is their plan, and they are working on that plan. So if they will succeed, the answer is no, because uh, it can be done only through force, right? Because nobody will be willing to leave their home and give their land to anybody, anywhere. So it can be done only through force, but if you can force people to do that on a large scale, not possible in today's world. In case of kingdoms, the kings were warring with each other, and all the time they were fighting with each other. There were no human rights, no rights of the people. Whatever kings used to want, they were freely doing it. Nobody could stop them, right? But today, world is different. The people know their rights, and there are international bodies like United Nations, uh, International Court of Justice, and also the democratic values which are available in most part of the world. So the way Israel is trying to force people to wage wars, to kill them, to make sure they flee their land, it will not work. Like the people of Lebanon who have left, it is not permanently. They have not left permanently. When peace uh, comes, they will come back. So similarly, in say the North Gaza people, why they will leave? Why? What about their rights? What happened to their land? If they go to South Gaza, where they will live? They have the South Gazan people have land in the South Gaza, not the north part of the Gaza. So where they will live, and why their life have been destroyed? Who will give their life back? So these are all questions, and from every corner, the Israeli government uh, has been questioned, and some solution has to be made. Peace, it can be done only through peaceful talks, not through force. So Hezbollah chief has been killed, but they are not out. They are fighting. You can see even today, Hezbollah are fighting with Israel. They are firing their missiles on Israel, and the war is going on. So it is not you cannot as long as the people have their will, and they will have the will to fight, they will fight. You cannot push them from their land by force. That is the reality.